Who's in the room? Pop up, say hello. Oh, I better put that out before I forget. There we go. Who's in and about? Don't mind me, I'm just enjoying my cuppa and my ciggy while I wait for folks to join. Who's in the room? Say hello. I've got it on live chat. Yeah. Here we go. Hey, Danny. How's it going, babe? What's occurring? Bloody hell, I haven't seen you in the chat for ages. Hey, Alex. Hey, Michelle. How's it going, ladies, loaders? What's occurring? Do let me know. I missed Sunday Super Chat last week, so I'm not expecting too many on this evening, but I'll still stay live for the hour anyway, just in case. Ladies, I'm fine, thank you. I'm all right, I'm all right. I was a bit off it the other day, you know, because I wanted to do my air sounds on Friday, but I just had this like horrendous headache. And it was doing my fucking head in. Seriously, it just felt like pressured headache. But other than that, my week's been pretty decent, I'd say. Alex D. Darren Caffey took me to get a battery for my phone, so it works perfect now. They wanted to charge me $173. Yeah, what? $173 for a new battery? You've got to be kidding me. Could have got one off eBay for like $20. Bloody hell. Anyway, so how are you lot? Do let me know. Enough about me. How's you lot doing? What's new? Let me know. My chat seems really slow tonight, you guys. I'm just going to say it. My phone company wanted to charge me $173. Fuck's sake. For a new battery. I tell you what, that's the worst. Do you know, that is the worst thing you can do, though, is to actually go direct through your phone company. You're better off just doing it elsewhere. I know for a new phone than the rest of my billing cycle, then another billing cycle. Oh, it's just a nightmare. That is just a nightmare. I wouldn't have, like I say, I'd have just got one off eBay or something if I needed one. To be fair, though, I've got to buy, seriously, you guys, I've got to start buying new phone chargers. I don't know what the fuck Charlie's doing with them. Oh, my God. Seriously, I had 5 Samsung chargers in my house. I've only got one left that works, and it only works on my phone. Seriously. I've had 5 since Christmas. Because I have one for my Chromecast. I have one for my phone, one for Charlie's pad, one for Abby's phone, and then we've got a couple of spares as well. And I swear down now. Yeah, Danny, I've got it on. What do you think? It's all right, isn't it? It's shiny. But yeah, what's it called? Chargers in this house. It's Charlie. Keeps, you know, like heavy-handed with them. Oh, nightmare. I've got to go out and get some new ones. Yeah, I know. It looks really, really nice. Yeah. I got this nail varnish off Danny. Very, very pretty. I like it. Very pretty. Oh, thank you. How's the snow up there? Literally, we had one day, didn't we, Danny? Oh my God. Michelle, we had one day of fucking snow and that were it. That were it. It hailed, it snowed, that photo that I put up in the community section. That was it. The very next day, it had melted into sludge and gone down the drain. That were it. Yeah, every time I go to charge my phone, one of the kids have nicked the charger. I know, and I'm sick of it because, like I say, Charlie's just so fucking heavy-handed with it, and he's bent them all as well. Honestly, does my frigging head in. Anyway, I know I'm just like chatting away with you guys, but I'm just gonna post these every now and again, just in case people come in and want one. Like I say, I'm not expecting too much tonight because I didn't do Sunday Super Chat last week, but it's there if anybody wants one. You can either do it through PayPal or you could do it through the Super Chat way. It don't matter. But yeah, Michelle, that's crazy. Which part? Yesterday we had sleet and snow, and today it's like spring. Welcome to Canada. As they say, where you can get 4 seasons in a week. I've heard that before. I'm pretty sure Star Lordess has said that before. But yeah, it's like that over here, really. Seriously, one fucking day we had, and that were it. It was gone after that. It held a little bit earlier on today because we've got Storm Dennis over this weekend. Last weekend it was Storm, was it Cara or Ciara? I don't know how you pronounce it. And then it hailed ever so slightly, and then it just started chucking it down with rain. Well, at least it held where I am because I bleeding heard it against my window. Yesterday was, yeah, just read that on there. Like I say, you guys, I think the what's it called? It's a little bit slow today. The chat's a bit slow. Which is irritating. Roll on summer, done now with these bloody storms. I know, Danny, I know, I'm sick of it. I mean, the thing is, I'm actually quite pleased that my trampoline's not left the garden yet. It has moved. The wind's moved it to the other side, like from one side to the other, but it's not actually took it out my garden yet. So I'm quite pleased with that. But oh yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? That's how it goes. Anyway, what else is in the room? Pop up and say hello. And don't forget to like the video, you guys. Takoa Cheetah, hello, South Carolina here. Have the same kind of weather, strange. Oh, bless you, yeah. It's literally like one thing after another at the minute over here. Right, Michelle, let's do ya. So, where the hell is my gilded deck? It's hiding under here. There we go. All right. It's crazy that you got that much in one day and then it just went away. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Seriously. When I got into the car to do the school run, the snow was that thick on my car windscreen. Seriously. Like, and I got in the car and I just thought, I didn't even think to scrape it off. I just thought, oh, it's snow. I'll put my windscreen wipers on. And I don't know how I've got away with it because then my sister-in-law says to me she got to scrape hers off in case it snaps a windscreen wiper again. And I thought, oh, shit, I didn't think of that. I don't know how I got away with it, but I did. All right, Michelle. Roll it for Michelle. Right, then. I had to walk to school in it. I was traumatised by the time I got home. Bloody hell, Danny. We had a mini tornado in the backyard once. It took the trampoline. Oh, good God. Okay, what's just flew over? These 3 just fell out, Michelle. Hierophant, Death, and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. The 8 of Cups reversed. And the 4 of Swords reversed. One more, please. 7 of Cups. All right, Michelle, what they're sort of saying is, You might be committing yourself into something here that's probably best left a little bit longer before you solidify whatever this is. To me, it feels like a bit of a deal breaker of some sort, something, some favor you're going to do for someone. By the way, I'm just going to highlight, it's got nothing to do with that cat. This is something else. It could be attached to your sister, I'm not sure, but it's some sort of a deal sort of going on between you and someone here, and they're basically saying don't commit yourself to it straight away, let a bit of time pass first, because some circumstances might change here that sort of force you to backtrack a bit on a promise or a favor of some sort. And like I say, it's not that you're not going to do it for them, it's just that the timing might be a little bit off. There's a definite delay I'm sort of looking at here, and it looks like it's to do with some sort of issue that you thought was resolved hasn't been resolved. Some sort of, I'm looking at the Seven of Cups. Something that you thought was done and dusted with actually isn't, and you've still got to deal with it again, which takes up your time. So some sort of a promise or favor that you promised somebody here, they're basically saying don't put a time frame on it. Don't say yes, I'll do it on this day, or yeah, or you know what I mean. It's basically just sort of saying don't give a definitive day, just say I'll do it when I can. Don't promise you Sam here, because there's something, and it feels unexpected as well, like you don't actually realize something's not quite finished with, and it takes priority. Could it be with Dad because he's telling people stuff and it's not real? I'm not entirely sure if it's to do with your dad. It don't feel like it's to do with your dad, like I say. I'm wondering if you actually bend over backwards and do a favour for somebody here. But like I say, you can't do it on the day that you say you're going to do it. So just bear that in mind. If somebody asks you for a favour and you know you can do it, don't say it will definitely be on that day, okay? Or that week or whatever. Don't give a definitive timing for it, because something else is going to come up here that's going to take priority. So just bear that in mind, Michelle. Don't put yourself out there on a promise to anything at this, just during this week. They're saying just during this next week, okay? Because you might not be able to carry it through. Oh, thank you, Takara. Yes, people, thumbs up. Likes matter. Likes do matter. Anyway, yeah, what were we on about before? But yeah, I hope that helps you out, Michelle. Whatever it may be. They're saying it's over the next week, so I've got a clue. You're welcome. Literally, I'm going to get a message from your Facebook in a few days, and you'll know exactly what it is. Oh, those kind of readings are a little bit sort of like, no, we don't quite understand, but just go with the flow. It's Spirit's way. Just go with the flow and accept it. We don't have to understand absolutely everything. Oh shit, I got a spider up there. At this time of the fucking year, Jesus Christ. Yeah, seriously, Danny, I wouldn't want to walk to school. Oh my God, seriously. The next time the weather's that bad, I mean, I might not be able to get you to the school, but give me a bell and I'll pick you up and bring you home. I only pick Charlie up from school now because Abby walks. Hey Nadia, I've got it. That's generally how it goes. Things are up in the air at the moment with pretty much everything. Yeah, that's probably that's the way that it's been for you, Michelle. That's probably why they're saying don't commit yourself to something just yet. That's the best thing anyway. Just for this week, the same. Right, Nadia. Hello, my beautiful Nadia. I'm rolling with it. Friday, Nadia. Aries, right? Yeah, Aries. Nadia, what do you want to say to Nadia? Yeah, so that's the one. What have we got for Nadia this week? Wonderful. 10 of Pentacles with the Hangman. The World with the 3 of Pentacles reversed. And Chariot reversed. And the Lover's reversed. Okay, this is not to do with love, which makes a change, I suppose. Peacefulness and empathy. Okay, there's a couple of things going on here, Nadia. For one, I'm seeing some sort, I don't know if you're going for a promotion at work or if you've been working really, really hard on something here, or if you're about to sell something. I've just got some money coming towards you. And like I always say with the Ten of Pentacles, it's money that's well earned. You've earned it. It's, you know, a lot of people read it like a windfall, and it really isn't. It's more, it's something that's just really sort of well earned, you know what I mean? Like you deserve it, you've earned it. So I've got some extra cash coming towards you. Time frame, they give me in the next 3 weeks. But the thing is with the Three of Pentacles, I mean, if this isn't necessarily cash and this is more of, as you're reading, it's 4:44 on the clock. Pay attention to that. I always say pay attention to angel numbers. But yeah, it might not necessarily be so much of a monetary windfall. It could also be a promotion, because I've kind of got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and that's a need to go back to the drawing board to learn something new, something that you need to know. It's basically, when it's reversed, it's basically sort of saying we need to go back to the drawing board here, and it could be some sort of a promotion coming your way or something like that. What does what mean, Danny? Anywho, I've got the World with the Hangman, and I'm starting to wonder if 444. I'll have a look in a minute. On my phone. But yeah, because I've got these two, it may be something, Nadia, that you're not actually inclined to accept. So you've got something coming, like a proposition of some sort, but I don't think that you've. It's almost like you're on the fence with it. And I think with the Chariot and the Lovers being in the reverse, it's trying to say you're stunting your own growth here. This is something that you should be charging ahead with. It's a great opportunity. It could be an indication to say that there could be some serious barriers when it comes to this Three of Pentacles reverse. So, for example, if they're asking you to do something that you actually don't feel you need to do or even want to do, maybe you just don't want to sort of learn anything at this point. Maybe you're quite happy staying where you are. But again, if that is the case, Spirit's saying, well, you're passing up on a wonderful opportunity to increase income. So you need to bear that in mind. But on the flip note, I think you're on the... I'm wondering if also, because the Chariot's reversed, this could be some sort of a position that's out of the way. And I always think with the Lovers, you know, on the Rider Waite, they've got the two with the guided angel, and then there's like a mountain between. And I always see the Lovers as some sort of a barrier. And I'm wondering if if distance may be a proposition for work, but you have to sort of, you know, work out of the way or something like that, or, you know, move departments, move places or whatever. And again, distance is a bit of an issue. And on a completely different scale, I've got something here with transport as well that needs paying attention to. To see the Chariot in the World, this can sometimes indicate the breakdown of a car, or if you use a regular bus or train route, it stops. You know, if the Chariot were in the upright, I'd probably say delays, but because it's reversed with the World, I'd say something comes to an end. So either the car packs in, or like I say, a regular transport that you use completely comes to a stop. I know that you normally come to me for love readings, and I kind of feel like maybe the peacefulness and the empathy are a bit of a message regarding love, but I'll draw you some more cards in tandem with that just to be absolutely sure. So just bear with Nadia. Right, so couple of cards for Nadia for love. Okay, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. So focus. It's about focus. It's about security. What the hell? These cards are just dropping out of my lap. Excuse me, you guys. Not dealing with anyone at this moment. I know, but it's still handy to look into. Okay, Nadia, bit of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you, I mean, don't get me wrong, you're in a position where you're really independent at the minute and you're really focusing on your home and your well-being, which is good. Keep up with that. But they're just throwing a bit of a wink, wink here. If they're saying don't, yes, Daisy, if you want one, darling, get one in. They're basically saying you could end up passing up on an opportunity here, mutual attraction with someone. And I kind of like the fact that we've got the Queen of Pentacles with this, because this comes at a point where you're not even looking for it. So just keep an eye out, and it could be an Earth sign, or it could be a Sagittarius. Mutual attraction. If you end up making eye contact with someone, Nadia, in the next week, pay attention. That's what they're saying. Pay attention, girlfriend. All right, darling. Hope that helps you out. Yeah, Daisy, I've either got a PayPal link that you can go through, or you can do it through Superchat. It's entirely up to you, sweetheart. No problem, Nadia. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to have a look at this 444, didn't you? Let me have a look and see what the hell's crack-a-lacking with that. Let me see. I know anybody can just Google it, but I always pay attention to angel numbers, because I always see 66 at the minute. Like, it changes. Like, the last 3 months I've been seeing 66, which I know is like related to family and home and children and things like that. And then last year I kept seeing 10s everywhere. I kept seeing 10s. I can't remember for the life of me. I looked it up though. Right, so let's see. 444 meaning. Let's take a look. So, 444 is a sign that someone is trying to communicate with you. 444 is a number of protection and encouragement. It's a sign that you're currently following the right path. If you've seen them 444 repeatedly, it's often your angel giving you a sign that they're with you and trying to get in touch with you. That's really interesting. So yeah, it looks like you may have someone on the someone or some being on the other side that's trying to get in touch, Nadia. Which is interesting, right then. Daisy, is my ex-Scorpio spying on you? Daisy, what's your sun sign, darling? You could just let me know what your sun sign is, and then I'll get stuck into this. You're Aquarius, okie dokie. Right. So, you want to know if your Scorpio X is spying on you? Let's take a look. Is Daisy, Aquarius females, Daisy, Scorpio X spying on them? Daisy, Scorpio X. Okay, loads flipped over. And the main one was this. This one was the right way up. 3 of Cups. The rest of them were face down. Alright, is Daisy spying on her? 3 of Pentacles reversed. What's that? The 5 of Cups reversed. Hangman reversed. King of Swords with the Empress in the reverse. I'm going to put some oracles on this and see what the bloody hell's going on. I've got humility. Romance angel for Daisy. And separation. I don't think they are spying on you, but I do think that if you've I think on your part you may be paying attention to stuff that's not actually there. I think a lot of this is just nervousness, really. You know, and maybe a little bit over analytical. I do think, though, that your ex does regret how shit went down. Absolutely. And I do think that you have been on the mind in terms of, I think that your ex this Scorpio has been sat there like, do we reach out or not? And I think that they're going to come off the fence and actually reach out and contact you, but I don't feel like they're spying on you per se. And if they do reach out and contact, there's a friendship element going on with this as well. So I think if they do reach out to you, it's more along the lines of on friendship terms, like, hey, how are you? You know, I think he cares about you. And with the Five of Cups reversed, he definitely regrets the shit that went down. I'm starting to wonder if it was you that was left feeling humiliated. I've got the humility card. I'm wondering if that was you feeling humiliated. And I see that you have separated from this and that you have pulled your sen away from this and sort of took the right steps. But I'm starting to wonder. In fact, let me throw some more cards on this. What did I just do with that? Yeah. I see that you've detached and pulled your sen away. I'm just not convinced that he has. No. I've got the Ten of Swords reversed 2 months ago. Oh, it's definitely still got feelings for you with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Swords reversed. He's not gotten over it, really. If personally, Daisy, I'm just going to, as he moved on, I'll have a look in a minute, but personally, I think really what's going on here is that he regrets what went down. I think he does want to reach out and see how you are. So I think if you've been having intuitive thoughts or nudges, you know, regarding him spying on you, that may be a bit drastic in terms, you know, to mean. In other words, I don't quite think he's been spying on you, but what you've been feeling and thinking is probably just his energy of actually wanting to reach out. I think he does. I'm not convinced that there's going to be any apologies. And I think with you detaching anyway, you know, I think you kind of figured that out for yourself. But I do think that you cross his mind and he does regret how things went down. But I think his ego's in the way. I really do. You ain't nurturing this anymore. You're done with this. You're just a little bit concerned about those feelings of whether or not he is. You've been having lots of dreams of him even when you don't think of him, yeah. Like I say, I think he does still have feelings for you, but he's got a lot of issues that he's not. I don't think he's over your issues. That's the thing with the Ten of Swords reversed. It's not healing from something. And in tandem with the Nine of Cups, yeah, I think he still has feelings for you. He's not over it. But if he does reach out, it'll be on friendship terms. So he's definitely been thinking about it. So maybe that's what your dreams have been trying to tell you. He was an asshole and said some messed up shit. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Words that cut like a fucking knife. Let's see if he's moved on. I don't get the energy that he's moved on, but we'll take a look. Has the Scorpio moved on with anybody else? Seven of Cups reversed. No, absolutely not. There is no other option at this moment in time, anyway. Yeah, this is a misunderstanding. No, not quite. I mean, you know, like I say, with the Ace, I always say with the Ace of Swords, in the upright, it's that truth, it's that reality, and in the reverse, it's that misconception. So no, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that he's moved on. I feel content. I actually am happier. Well, I'm glad that you've managed to pull your son out of this, and, you know, fair enough. And obviously, he's having a bit of a rough time emotionally. But you continue doing you, Daisy. At the end of the day, you know, he obviously said something that really fucking pissed you off. And you don't have to deal with that energy. You know what I mean? I always say, nobody can hurt you or upset you without your permission. You let them do it once, fair enough. That was out of the blue. Don't fucking let them do it again. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're actually sort of standing truth to power here and doing what's best for you. You know what I mean? And not just staying in contact with him to feed his ego or to make him feel better about himself. Exactly, babe. You know what you are as a woman. You're strong, you're independent. You don't need this bullshit. You don't need it. You won't deal with it. So you keep doing you, my sweetheart. And if he does get in touch, I think the best advice really is there's no need for arguments or anything, but you could definitely let him know in a roundabout way that you're not interested anymore, you know what I mean, and that you're happy doing you. It's basically like a sarcastic no thank you. You know what I mean? And leave it there. And leave that shit there. What we got here? Fashion by attitude. Fashion with attitude by Ray. I pay through PayPal. Yes, I've got it, my sweetheart. Let's take a look. I've got Demondi Miam. Let me see. Right, we are. I'll post that link again just in case anybody else wants to pop any through PayPal or Super Chat. Demondemian, you're up next. Which is that you, Fashion with Attitude Barrow? Oh, no problem, Daisy. You have a good one, babe. Is me and my ex going to get back together before the end of the month? Right. Sweetheart, to answer this question, I need your sun sign and your ex's sun sign. If you could just pop that up for me and then I can get stuck into this. Excuse me, you guys, I'm still a bit bunged up. Fashion with Attitude by Ray. If you just let me know sun signs of you and your ex, I'm happy to answer this now. There you guys, I'm still bunged up. I'm fed up with it now. It's been how long? About 3 months, 4 months. Oh dear. Is my chat running a bit slow, you guys? Demondi, you there, darling? Yeah, can you just let me know your sun sign and your ex's sun sign, and then I can answer this. What's your zodiac and what's your ex's zodiac? Hey, Violet Ann, how you doing, sweetheart? Ebenezer. Is that your name? Oh, good, Violet Ann. I'm pleased to see that. Yeah, the chat is running slow, isn't it? I do apologise, you guys. He's a Gemini and I'm an Aries. Brilliant. Right. So. Let's see. Monday. Aries. Involved with Gemini. Is Demondi's ex going to get back together before the end of the month? Is this Gemini and Aries going to get back together before the end of the month? Fashion Attitude by Ray. They're going to get back together before the end of the month. Okay, got the Wheel of Fortune. So usually when that comes out, it's a case of good timing. So I've got the Two of Swords with the Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Moon reversed. Right, cover over the Moon reversed, please. What was that just fell out? Okay, Five of Pentacles reversed with the Ace of Wands. I think that you two, at the point of reconnection, because obviously this is an ex of yours, I think at the point of reconnection, you guys tried to sort of keep things on friendship terms. It didn't quite stay that way, though, because I think you still have feelings for each other. I got the Nine of Cups with this, and I think that you have still, you know, those feelings have never really gone away. I think the cat's out the bag here as far, I mean, the thing is with the Ace of Wands, it's like new passionate beginnings. And that's why I always call it my resident boner card. So I'm sort of wondering if a lot of these feelings are to do with the fact that you guys have still been sleeping together. I think the bottom line is what Spirit's basically saying is, look, you try, you know, you split up and I suppose in a way reconnected on friendship terms, and it's obviously turned into a lot more than that. And I think with the Wheel of Fortune, it's a good indication to say, yeah, it's highly likely you'll get back together. As to when it's at the end of the month is a bit debatable, because I'm kind of feeling more along the lines of 2 months, if I'm perfectly honest. So it may be further into March before you guys actually maybe get back together. But I am seeing a reconnection, someone who's been shut out coming back around. And obviously there's still being feelings between you two. I'm seeing a bit of nookie as well, if I'm honest. So yeah, I've got the cards are all sort of pointing to this. But like I say, the timing, I think it's when we see the Wheel of Fortune. Basically what it means is all in good time. Like, and not before, you know what I mean? So there may be a little bit of a wait, but I do see you guys getting back together. But like I say, it's just debatable as to whether it's by the end of the month, but I'm definitely seeing it happening. So yes, there you go. I'll put a couple of romance angels on that. I've got the honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I don't know if you've got a literal holiday planned or anything like that, but otherwise, with the honeymoon card, it could sometimes mean getting back into the honeymoon period. You know, the honeymoon period, we're a couple. It's like that first sort of 2 to 3 months where you can't keep your hands off each other, so to speak. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I saw, what have I got there? Passion. Seriously, if you haven't already had a passionate encounter together, it's going to happen. I've got 2 cards telling me here that you guys are going to be hot under the sheets again at some point soon, if you haven't already. So you haven't yet. It's coming. It's coming if you haven't already. Absolutely. Let me just pull one more on that. It's safe for you to love. Yeah. Running that in tandem with the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, it does, you know, all in good time. It will be safe for you to love. And it says on the card, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So, like I say, if there's this reconnection gone on, starts, like I say, if this hasn't happened yet, it's gonna. I just see this reconnection starting off with like friendship terms, and then it very quickly moving to the next level. So, like I say, if it hasn't happened yet, it's probably gonna. And that's really sort of what I'm seeing there for you, Demonde. But I'm seeing you guys getting back together at some point. Like I say, I'm just not entirely convinced it's at the end of the month. But anyway, I would say, you know, if you know what to expect, you can deal with it better. So, is seeing anybody else? I don't think so. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got the 3 of Cups and it can sometimes indicate third party, but more so when it's reversed. This card is in the upright. So this is telling me that this is something that's probably, if it's going to get back on track, it's going to start off with friendship. It just won't last with friendship very long. It'll very quickly sort of move into something a bit more passionate. So just be aware of that, okay? But no, I'm not seeing any sort of, I've got nothing else there telling me there's a third party situation going on. And if I'm perfectly honest, that kind of energy doesn't sit right with me, because I do read energy a hell of a lot in my readings. And I'm very, very quick to say when I think a third party is going on. And in this case, I really don't think there is. Not in a physical way anyway. So I hope that helps you out, my sweetheart. Right. Let's see. Oh, I've got one here from Jenny Black. Let's take a look. Let's see. It's happening. Yeah. Oh, it's our dear Violet. When will I get love into my life? Let's take a look, my darling. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, I could see that there'd been a reconciliation there, darling. I do see it progressing quite quickly, if I'm honest. Usually when you see a lot of fire in there and passion as well, things tend to move quite quickly. Right then. Let me see. Jenny, I did. Jenny. When will love come into Jenny's life? Let's see. I've got forgiving and learning up first, Jenny. It's always the case, isn't it? And then I've got to express your love. I'll pull one more for you. Religious factors. Okay, spiritual path. First protocol for you, my sweetheart, with that particular card, spiritual path, 100%. Who the hell are you meant to meet? Let's see. Jenny, when's love coming in for Jenny? What was that? King of Swords reversed over that forgiving and learning. One more on that, please. And the 10 of Wands. Express your love and religious factors. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Got Justice. The Knight of Swords reversed. And the 3 of Swords reversed. One more, please. Oh, 2 more. 5 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Okay, yeah, I think basically what Spirit's trying to say is don't get me wrong, there's definitely something coming through here on a karmic level with the Justice card being there. This is a karmic connection that's coming towards you, and they're definitely on Nadia. Did you see if I'll check it in a moment, Nadia. I'll sort you out as soon as I've done Violet Ann, Jenny. But yeah, this is a connection, a spiritual connection that's very karmic coming towards you. I've got the Express Your Love card, and it says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And I kind of feel like this is what, you feel this is definitely something that you should be pursuing, let's say. You should be going ahead. You should be making that effort towards it. But at the same time, I think Spirit's just trying to highlight the obvious here, that there are some issues from the past that haven't fully been dealt with. And the thing is with the 5 of Cups, this is crying over spilt milk, but not in the sense that I usually say it. 3 cups are spilt and 2 still stand. And I think that this is overlooking something really, really nice because we're too focused on something shitty from the past. So I'm starting to wonder if by the point that this does come towards you, you could totally overlook it. Maybe there's something about this person that reminds you of somebody else, or maybe there's a connection of, I don't know, friend of a friend or something like that. Whatever this is, it's something that puts you off. So by the time this person comes towards you, it feels karmic, it's on spiritual path. There's definitely an inclination to go for it, but it could, for some strange reason or another, this person reminds you of someone from your past, and it dredges up some emotional wounds that you've never truly dealt with. That's kind of what they're saying. Do you know what sign they are? If I didn't know any better, well, I mean, I've got a lot here, but I mean, I'm leaning more towards air signs, possible Libra, because I've got the King and the Queen of Swords with Justice, and I've also got the Knight of Swords. Anyway, this person from your past, I've got some pretty outlandish lies, dishonesty, could also be temperamental, argumentative kind of behavior. Somebody whose words cut like a knife in the past, and this has been weighing heavily on your shoulders, and it's time to learn from this and, forget. Fair enough, you may never really be able to forget, but I guess in a way, if you can try and find it within you to forgive, it's at least something. I always say to err your shit is human, to forgive it's truly divine. You've clearly got someone here from your past that you do need to forgive, and that you don't have to forget. You don't have to ever forget. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for putting up with it. Maybe that's what that is. And it does say on the card, as you release and heal the past, you will experience more love in your present moments. So if somebody's coming towards you, maybe this is expressing love for yourself by giving you some permission to get over whatever this was. Anyway, that's the thing, as we all know, when it comes to tarot readings and spirit, we ask for some good news. But at the end of the day, if there is in the slightest little niggle that could create a barrier between you and achieving that good news that you want, they're going to pull it up every single time. We can't run from it. We can't hide from it. Then with the Queen of Swords, this is about, I suppose, being more realistic and honest with yourself about what you're prepared to do and what you're not prepared to do. I mean, I've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Whatever this nice new thing coming towards you is, can't move forward with these kind of energies from the past. I mean, you may be over the person, but like I say to people, a lot of the time we get over the person from the past. We get over the ex, but we never get over what they did. And I think that that's just something that Spirit's trying to highlight here. Keep having a Capricorn who's a friend pop up, but they don't seem to be too interested. I'm not convinced that it's an earth sign, if I'm honest. Hey, Monice, I can see that your request put in, and I will sort you out shortly, darling. I'm not convinced it's an earth sign. I know I've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed, but the energy I'm getting is that of yours, so I'm not convinced. Like I say, it feels like an air sign, so just keep your eyes peeled, Jenny. And like I say, if you need to forgive yourself for putting up with this, then do so and do it quickly. The way that this usually works, especially if we're looking at spiritual path, if you've got someone coming towards you on a spiritual path, there is no fucking way Spirit's going to release those blockages and barriers if you don't actually make effort with that yourself as well. You know, they can't hand you what you want on a silver platter if you're not ready for it. It's as simple as that. So they're just basically saying, look, you've come a long way. You've done so well on yourself. You know, you're sort of delving more into your hobbies. You're changing your energy. We're starting to release the ego. Things are going really, really well for you. It'd be a shame for something like this to hold you back any further. So they're waiting to give you a bit of a gift here and a bit of a reward. There's just that last little leg for you to sort out. And I think it's mainly to do with you forgiving yourself, if I'm honest. If I'm honest, I think that's what this is. But yes, I'm pretty convinced that you've got an air sign coming towards you. So make yourself ready for it. Make yourself available for it. Right. I hope that helps you out, my sweetheart. You're very welcome. Right then, yes, I've got to do Nadia, and then I will straight after Nadia, I'll do Monice. So Nadia, what else can I do for you, sweetheart? I'm just going to roll a fag while I'm waiting. Nadia, darling, what else can I do for you? What did I do with them? There they are. So you guys, chat's a little bit slow tonight, as per fucking usual. To be fair though, that Storm Dennis last night was a little bit strong, and it kept cutting my internet out last night again. If it's like a backlash effect from it, or if we've got Mercury retrograde coming, fuck knows. Nadia, do you see my Libra contacting me, putting closure to what we had, or will we reconnect anytime in 2020? Okay, I will have a look, my darling. Let's take a gander. So, do we see this Libra contacting Nadia at least any time in 2020? Do you see any kind of reconnection or closure? Nadia. See any connection from the Libra to Nadia? Oh, what was that? Three Swords reversed. That card's bleeding popular tonight. The Four of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Cups. Well, we asked if he was going to reach out, and to be fair, the Page of Cups is a bit of a reaching out card, albeit in an immature way. Emotionally immature. I've got the Hierophant. Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. Put some romance angels on this. Trust situations calling for you to have faith. Oh, there's your answer, my darling. Yeah. There you go. It came out. I was half expecting to see it. Yes, Francis, I've got your $5. I will get round to you shortly. Right, so yeah, I think he's going to reach out to you. The only snag that I'm seeing with this is because we've got the Three of Swords reversed in tandem with the Trust card. I think that trust is a major issue at this point. And I think what they're basically trying to say is if you two, you know, once this, because I've told you before there's going to be a reconciliation between you both. It was just a bit unclear as to when. And that's not changed. But we asked specifically for this year and they've given it an affirmation. So, but like I say, with that Trust card and the Three of Swords, there are trust issues that definitely need sifting through. And I think unless you guys can sort of really hone in on that and have an honest conversation about a lot of stuff, if I'm honest, unless, you know, then it's a relationship's not going to go back off the ground. In other words, you've got to nurture this with everything. You know, when you think about the Empress, this is nurturing. This is the birth of something, you know what I mean? And with the Hierophant, it's commitment. But I also think in tandem with the Trust card, we've got to start nurturing a better position of trust between you two, so that we don't have this Three of Swords energy again. So just bear that in mind. At the point that this does come back around, and I've asked for in the next year and they've said yeah. At the point this comes back around, it's going to come back. It's going to come around at a point when you're most independent. So it could be any time from here on out, to be fair. Because I've been reading for you for a while, Nadia, and you've been working so hard on yourself lately. And I can see that. I think anybody with a heartbeat can see that. But we've got to start letting go of trust issues on your part. And you've also got to make this Libra re-earn your trust. Without that, there's going to be jack shit to work on. You need something to work on, and trust is a huge part of that. In other words, before it goes into a relationship, you need the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and that includes the past. If he don't tell you the truth, then you know to walk away at that point. And there's no telling which way this is going to go at this point, because it's obviously in the future. So it really rests on him and his energy and what he's going to do. Is he going to be straight up about everything or not? It rests on that. If you can get an honest answer out of him, it'll work. If not, you'll have to walk away. So I hope that helps you out, Nadia. I really do. Kind of felt a summer vibe with that, so possibly around the summertime you might hear from him. So, all right then, I think I'm happy to move on at this point. Moniece, let's do you, my darling. What would be the outcome if R and I? I'm not sure if I should move on. Moniece, my darling, can you just let me know what your sun sign is and what their sun sign is? And then I'll do this for you now. And then after Moniece, I'll do Francis. But yes, Francis, I got your PayPal, my darling. Yeah. Like I say, Nadia, once you guys can actually sort of get to a level playing field, I reckon it'll probably be quite easy for you guys to move forward. But we're at that level playing field and that brutal honesty between you both. It ain't going anywhere. But yeah, I do see you getting closure, which is a good thing, I suppose. Well, yes. Anyway, Monique, see you there, my darling. Francis is the last one, by the way, you guys. So I'd appreciate no more to come through at this point because I'll be ready for off in a bit. KK's tired. No problem, Nadia. Monique, I'm Aquarius and he's a Pisces. Got it. Got it. Right then. Monique. Is it worth Monique and this Pisces getting back together, or should she move on? Is it worth getting back together with him, or should she move on at this point? What should she do? What advice do you have for Monique? Oh, yeah, I'd say no. I think it's probably wise you move on at this point, darling. Things with judgment in the reverse, it's that sort of either refusal or it's advice not to go back to something toxic. And the thing is with the devil, it represents toxicity, but it also represents entrapment. And usually it's self-inflicted entrapment. So it's a form of self-destruction, really. Putting yourself in a situation that you know is no good for you. So I can see why you actually wanted to get the tarot's perspective on this. And he will continue to bounce back around unless you've absolutely cut this off. He'll continue. I think you've got a lot of love to give, Monique. I think sometimes you wear your heart on your sleeve, but you're at a level emotionally, at the very least, where you can move on into a really nice, fulfilling relationship. You know, you're at a point in your life where you can be a bit more picky and choosy about who you let in. And also, you know, I think with the Queen of Cups, again, it's that level of emotional maturity. You can accept a fulfilling relationship into your life. This Pisces, on the other hand, they're very fickle. And I think that that's why we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. This is somebody who's in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And with the devil, you know, again, I think you need to start giving yourself permission not to put up with this level of fickleness. And also realise that you can do so much better. Brutally honest conversation is absolutely needed. Because that's the thing. I don't think you can stop this Pisces bouncing back around. I think that they will continue to do that. Maybe they've already been doing that. And I think that every time the shit hits the fan and you say no more, they come back around. Again, I just feel like if you actually say to this person and ask outright, look, I think you ought to collar him, if I'm honest, Monique. And I think you ought to say straight up, look, do you or do you not want a serious relationship now? Because if you don't, there's the fucking door. And I think if you just that straight up with him, you'll get a straight answer, darling. And don't take nothing less than perfect. Like I say, you're at a point in your life where you can be, you can afford to be a bit more picky and frugal about who you let in. And stop dealing with fucking fickle dickheads. You're better than that, my sweetheart. Trust me, you're better. But the overall advice at this point, sweet, is to move away from this. Just for the sheer fact that shit's not going to change. And we're still going to have to deal with this on, off, on, off, on, off. And you're better than that, and you know you are. All right. I hope that helps you out, darling, and liberates you, if anything. Right then, Francis, let's do you. So, Francis, I don't know if you actually wrote what it is that you would like, or if you want to ask your question, and I'm just seeing if I can pull it up now. Oh, here we go. Francis, you're an Aries, and will you receive a promotion? Okay, something a bit different. No problem, Monique. No problem, darling. Just remember, Violet Ann, just remember who the air sign was. Already forgot he existed because he was a pain in the butt. Well, there you go. At least the penny's dropped. Right then. Francis, last but not least. Yes, you guys, no more from here on out because I'm actually a bit tired. Reading for so many of you in the space of an hour, it's full on. Right, let's see. Francis Diaz, Aries. Is Francis going to receive a promotion or not? Oh, what we got here? Hard work bearing fruit. Well, we're looking at a work spread and, you know, the Eight of Pentacles falls out. I love my tarot cards and my guides. They never make this hard on me, seriously. So, yes, the Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles reversed. The Three of Wands. What we got here? The Eight of Wands with the Nine of Cups. So, yeah, I think there is a promotion coming through for you, Francis. The only snag is, with the Three of Pentacles reversed, is that it may require some extra study or mastering of new skills of some sort. And because the card's reversed, it's something that throws you off. It's something that you don't feel like you should have to do. But again, that's basically the rules of the game, you know. To do something new in a new role, we have to keep up to date, you know what I mean. And I do see this coming through quite quickly. I don't with the Three of Wands being reversed, I don't think you have to wait too long. I like the Nine of Cups because it tells me that you love what you do. And I think that you've been aiming for this promotion because don't forget, we go from a 9 to a 10. If you're at a 9, there's not that much further to go before you know, at the minute, you know, you're emotionally satisfied with what you do and you really, really do love what you do. But like when we get to that next level through this promotion, it's literally like ticked every single fucking box on the list. Like, yes, this is it. This is what I've got to do. I'm not only I love what I do, I'm going to be in love with what I do. You know what I mean? And I think you're going to thrive. And you've definitely been scouted in the sense that your bosses have been watching closely. And they can see that the level of hard work that's gone on and you're extremely proud about what it is that you do. Like I say, I do see a meeting taking place. I want to say within the next 2 to 3 weeks where this is discussed. It's basically one of them things like, yeah. What needs to be done in order to have this promotion. And I do feel like it's an agreement to study again, to learn something new, to master some new skills. Okay. But yes, all in all, I've got quite a relatively positive answer for you, Francis. I'm seeing a promotion. Well done, you. Well done, you. I'll throw you a spirit message card just to sort of throw on top of that, my darling. Let me see. Look, I just shuffled. I knew it. You're gonna have to go back to the drawing board, darling. Yeah. Here we go. I'll read you the card. Seriously, I love it. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. It's an opportunity to expand your mind. Excellent. Well done, Francis. Congratulations for whenever that promotion comes through for you. Right then, you guys, I'm done. I'm happy to leave that there. Thanks to everybody who's took part. And I did put up a poll in the community section. I think it's still running. If anybody's interested in seeing some... oh, Mary's put one in as well. Sorry, Mary. I'll do yours now before I go. But no more after Mary, please. Yeah, I'll do Mary's quickly now. But yeah, anyway. It was a great reading, wasn't it, Anonymous? I thought the same. I thought exactly the same. But yes. Right, let me see. Mary Milton. There we go. Mary, are you there, darling? Yeah, I've got it, Mary. I'm going to do you before I love and leave. Can I just request that no one else put any through because I do want to go after Mary. So, yeah. But like I was saying, there's a poll in the community section about the Chinese zodiac love tarot scopes. So, jump on that poll and let me know whether or not you want it or not. because it's something I'm mulling over whether to put out. But yeah, Mary, can you just let me know your question, darling, and sun sign? I'll do you last but not least. Yeah, I've got that. I've got the payment, Mary. Sorry, the chat's a little bit slow. Yeah, I just need your sun sign and your question. If you've got one, or you can tell me to roll with it. God, you guys, I'm a bit bunged up again. I'm sick of being bunged up. Just doing my head in. Oh, dear me. Love. Hello, Kay. Hey, love. How's it going? I'm just waiting for Mary to let me know what a question is when she's ready. And then I can shoot. Oh, dear. Chat seems really slow today, you guys. At least I'm nearing the end, so not too bad. Yeah, love, you're a little bit late, darling. Mary's the last one, and then I'm going to go. Michelle, and non Kay is good at what she does. Ain't it the truth? Ain't it the truth? Oh, dear. The chat really is bloody slow today, isn't it? Well, you probably already sent it, and like you sat there like, when is she going to read it? Is she read it yet? I'm just waiting for Mary's comment to pop up. It's so slow. Fucking Storm Dennis. I'm blaming Dennis the Menace, I swear. Fucking Dennis the Menace. They're okay. A lot of love, everyone. Yeah, love to you too. Love. Mary, are you there, darling? Mary? If I don't get your pop-up soon, what I might do is contact you privately and just take this private. Hopefully you'll pop up. Mary. Michelle, that's my dad's name. That's exactly why I was named after Dennis the Menace. Oh, God. All right, Danny, see you later, darling. I'm going to be off in a minute once Mary pops up myself. But yeah, we'll touch base in the week. I'll speak to you in the week. Night. Mary, are you still there? Mary Milton. I'm still waiting for you, darling. Like I say, I might just email Mary and take this private if she don't pop up. I'm going to get another couple of minutes. I'm going to finish my fag. I wonder if she thinks that I've already switched this live feed off. God knows. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take this private then, you guys, for Mary. I want to make sure she gets a reading, so if she's disappeared, it's not good. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll email her. Mary, if you're watching it and there's something wrong with the chat or whatever, or you catch this, you know, I'm emailing you. We're going to take this private, okay? And I will record your answer to your question. I'm going to email you and get your question off you first, okay? All right, and you guys, I'm going to shoot, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye for now.